experience going home or talking to a friend of yours with a certain accent and you find yourself taking on that accent? Have you had this? Yep. I do this all the time, and it makes me feel like I have no self or integrity or something. It makes me feel ridiculous. And like I'll go, like back home to the South and be like, that's like crazy thing I've ever seen my whole life. That's like, I'm just a completely different person. And there's nothing I can do about it. I can't control it. Or I'll go to Kansas. My brothers live in Kansas and they have these like Kansas drawls, and I'll find myself talking like them, and there's nothing I can do about it. I don't want to, and I'm watching myself. It's like an out-of-body experience where I know I'm doing it, but I can't stop. It's like I can't remember how to normally talk. It's really weird. Yeah. Yes, so Mythbusters did this very interesting thing on whether yawning is contagious. They did a very nice controlled experiment on this, actually, where they yawned at people while giving them like a quiz and then putting them in isolation rooms, and which is really, really similar to the way a social psychologist would do this study, and then measured whether they then yawned. They snuck a video camera into the isolation room, and it didn't go very well. It was went surprisingly poorly. I'd say like there was a very, very low rate of yawning being contagious, and then they totally bungled their statistics and thought it was a significant rate, and they've just been crucified on the internet by statistically savvy people who were like, that's no way to calculate the t-value, that t-coefficient, you're ridiculous. And they're like, we have no idea what you're talking about. Lay off. Yeah, so maybe fake yawn is contagious. Is that the idea? I know, but I was trying to make it. I did my best. I'm sorry. So research on mimicry has kind of exploded over the last 7 years or so. Like this automaticity boom happened like 15 years ago, and then this mimicry boom sort of happened like 7 years ago as people got very interested in mimicry, probably because lemons are so cute. So, and what they often call this is the chameleon effect. And as you might guess, Tanya Chartrand and this old customer, John Barge, did the first kind of big study on the chameleon effect. Why is it called the chameleon effect? So, chameleons change their colors to blend in with their environment, they mimic their environment. And in this paper, Chartrand and Barge argue that behavioral mimicry is based on a perception-behavior link, that you perceive something and it tends to activate a behavior because perception has some sort of direct effect on behavior. It's a very, very familiar idea, right? Because that's what we were finding in the priming studies. You're priming the concept of the link, you walk slower. There's an immediate perception to behavior connection or link. So in order to demonstrate this is what they did. They conducted a study not so unlike the Mythbusters study. Okay, so study 1. Participants worked on 2 sessions of a photo description task with 2 Confederates. And they worked for like 10 minutes with one Confederate and then 10 minutes with the other. And it was like this bogus task where they were describing the contents of photographs and with the person they take turns. And so you'd say, oh, this photograph is really cool, it's really well taken, it feels very warm, I don't know. And then the Confederate says something that they've been instructed to say the same thing every time. And what they did was they had the Confederates either rub their faces during the task, or, I'm looking, not really, okay, or shake their foot, and now you're all shaking your feet. Yeah, so they either shook their foot or rub their faces. And these are totally contagious phenomena. I encourage you to do this to people around you and instigate their face rubbing. It's very, very interesting. You can make this happen. And then the foot shaking thing is big. That one definitely works. Probably my favorite one is crossing your arms. If you cross your arms, the person you talk to, I swear to God, at a much higher rate will try to cross their arms as well. And then you can even uncross your arms and see what happens then. And then before you know it, they're just a puppet on your strings. You're controlling everything they do. It's a beautiful thing. So, okay, so they had Confederates also either smile or not smile, and so I'm trying to see if that was contagious as well. Though that one's a little bit different, right? Because if you smile and then the person who smiles, it could be that just smiling just signals friendliness and happiness, and then when somebody's friendly and happy interaction with you want to act more friendly. It's not really direct perceptive behavior link. It could be, just friendly signaling. It could be a little bit different. But anyway, so here's the results of the study. Participants smiled more times per minute when the Confederate generally smiled than when she or he did not. So they, when the Confederate was smiling, they smiled about 1 time a minute. When they weren't smiling at all, they smiled about 1/3 of a time a minute. And the same effect for face rubbing. When somebody's rubbing their face, they videotape this later and coded, how much did the participant rub their face in turn? And if the Confederate had been rubbing their face and the participant rubbed their face like, 0.6 times a minute versus 0.35 times a minute, and the same for foot shaking. If the Confederate shook their foot, then it led the participant to shake their foot like, about 3/4 of a time a minute versus a half time a minute if the Confederate didn't shake their foot. So that's a nice, clean demonstration of behavioral mimicry, right, across a set of 3 different behaviors: smiling, foot shaking, and face rubbing. Okay, so then they conducted a follow-up study, same task. You're sitting there with the Confederate doing the photo description task. The Confederate, in this case, mimics you. They either do or do not mimic your nonverbal behavior. Let's say you're a participant in the study. So the Confederate's instructed to mimic you or not mimic you. And then after the study, you, or whatever the participants in the study, are asked to rate how much they like the Confederate and how smoothly the interaction went. And here they're testing this idea that mimicry maybe serves a purpose or a function. So it greases the wheels of interaction, facilitates people getting along with one another, feeling cohesive, and liking one another. So here's what they found. Results supported their predictions. Participants reported liking the Confederate more, which he or he mimicked them. And participants also thought their interaction went smoother when they were mimicked. And when they later coded videotapes, it showed that the Confederates in the 2 conditions were equally friendly. Because that was one thing they were worried about. Maybe when we're instructing this Confederate to mimic the participant, they'll also be nicer to them, friendlier, or smiling more, or something like that. They checked that. That wasn't a concern. They just mimicked or didn't mimic, and that produced more cohesion and liking. Any questions about this? So if you have a mind like Bob Cialdini's, he would say, okay, well, you should be using mimicry to your advantage, right? Like that means if you're trying to create cohesion and liking with somebody, maybe mimic what they're saying and doing. There's a question there. I can't. Yes. Yeah, the reason, I don't know why the Mythbusters did the thing where they isolated the people after yawning at them, but I think they did it so they could run a bunch of people really quick. Like you come into the lab, I yawn at you, put you in a nice room, that person does, boom, boom, boom. You can run like, 10 every 30 minutes or something. I think that's why they did it. I don't know. Yes, okay. So, study 3 on the chameleon effect, they predicted that empathic people, people who take the perspective of other people, will mimic more. Here I should clarify, there are 2 meanings of empathy in the psychology literature. One definition of empathy is caring about other people, being concerned about whether they're doing well or if they're hurt or something like that. That's a very conventional definition of empathy. Another one is more perspective taking. To what extent do you take the perspective of other people, which was like the conflict exercise you did early in the class, where you were encouraged to take the perspective of someone else, walk in their moccasins, if you will. That's a dispositional tendency. Some people naturally do that a fair amount, and some people naturally never do it. And those are the people I get in arguments with. So they predicted that empathic people who take the perspective of others will mimic more, which sort of makes sense, right? They're attending more closely to other people's behaviors, perspectives, and thoughts, so maybe they're more likely to take on those perspectives, behaviors, and thoughts. And right, because taking the perspective of the other involves paying close attention to others, thinking about their thoughts, but perhaps also behaving the way that they do. And the results were, the prediction was confirmed. People who are more empathic who take the perspective of others mimic more, which is interesting, I think. Okay, any questions about that? Yes? Yeah. They have like a standard inventory, like a battery, a psychometric battery, a personality inventory. You answer a bunch of questions that are like, like Joyce said, you take the perspective of other people and stuff like that. Yeah, they're probably a little cleverer than that, but I bet you that's almost exactly one of them. Yeah. But they'll ask like 8 questions, and then from that they'll compose an average score that isn't relying on your answer to any one question. So, okay, here's another study on mimicry. I like this one. This one's interesting. Van Baren et al., 2003. These people are Dutch, but they do all this cool automaticity research. And they trained servers in restaurants to repeat back to customers orders to them word for word or not. So they would either say, when they got an order like, oh, so you want the chicken salad with the lettuce on the side and then the mayonnaise and you want that dressing and whatever. You say exactly the way they said it back to them, or you just say, I got the order, no problem. And what they found was that those who verbally mimic the customers receive significantly greater tips. So this is good. This is good. Use this in your everyday life to get bigger tips. Should you be a server? If you're not, it's probably not going to work. And of course, this is consistent with the earlier findings that mimicry increases feelings of cohesion, right? That when you have been mimicked, then you feel greater cohesion with the person. So this begs the question of, are all behaviors mimicked? Are there any kind of behaviors where we don't tend to mimic other people? And Laura Teetens and Fergal in 2003 decided to investigate this question. This is Laura Teetens, and she's an organizational behavior professor. There's actually a substantial set of social psychology that goes on not in sociology departments, not in psychology departments, but actually in organizational behavior departments in business schools. And Laura Teetens is one of these people. So she asked the question, are all behaviors mimicked? And she said that perhaps some behaviors tend to instigate their opposites. Perhaps it's the case that there's a complementarity process where people will tend to non-verbally adopt the complementary non-verbal behavior. Yeah, outside of awareness, they'll take on the complementary non-verbal behavior. Now, what am I talking about? Well, okay, so for all the stuff we've looked at so far with mimicry, these behaviors, they don't have any association with hierarchy or status or anything like that, but certain nonverbal behaviors do. So for example, they found, this is a funny one I think, they found that chin thrusting is highly related to, hey, can you all stop talking for a second time? The two of you. Thank you. They found that chin thrusting, which is a behavior you see like cats and dogs and non-human animals do all the time, to like sort of stake out higher ground and stuff when they're fighting with one another. They found that chin thrusts, right, it tend to intimidate people. You're all very terrified right now because I'm chin thrusting you. That makes sense. That's natural. Don't be alarmed. That's how it works. And I can tell you, when I was growing up in the South, there was this huge difference. If you walk in the street, you run into a stranger, and there's a huge difference between going like this and going like that, You go like that. That means something very different where I come from. And actually, I had an experience. Y'all know who George Stephanopoulos is? George Stephanopoulos, I ran into him in an airport one time, and I was sitting around waiting for my flight to Ithaca, New York, and he was coming back from some flight. He had like two handlers with him. He's a very important political man. He's also a shorter man, and he has his handlers with him, and he's walking past, and I was like, oh crap, that's George Stephanopoulos. It's like this famous guy. I never see famous people in airports like ever, And everybody else says I never. I saw this one guy from 30 Rock one time. That was cool too. So anyway, so I was. So he's going by, and I'm like, I want to tell him, I see you, George, but I'm cool with you. I'm not going to out you. I'm not going to. Don't worry. And so I give him a little chin thrust. Give him one of these. And son of a gun, George went like that. Yeah? Okay? All right? So, should any of you need internships in DC or something? I got a lot of juice there now, because I own George, and he knows this. Okay, so come back on Thursday and we'll talk about nonverbal